points or any point, the relative distance between any two points will. Now, we have defined bulk properties. How do you measure those properties? How do you measure mass? How do you measure mass?
Sir, by weighing.
Weighing. So what is your weight? And what is your mass?
Sir, weight is
force, sir. I mean to
Force.
be.
So what is your mass? Say you are
Mass
60
is-
kgs. So weight will be 60 into
9.8.
9.81.
Yes, sir.
So you can measure weight using a weighing scale. How can you measure mass? You might have,
Divide that by 9.81.
you can divide by 9.81, or if you want to measure experimentally, you might have experience while buying vegetables, something like this, a weighing balance. So you have 1 kg here, so you keep equal amount of vegetables here. So when this becomes vertical, you say this is 1 kg. So this is how you measure mass. How you measure temperature?
Thermometer.
How do you measure temperature?
By thermometer.
Thermometer. So what happens in a thermometer?
Sir, mercury expands.
Mercury expands. So what you have done is you are relating height rise with temperature. Any doubts?
no, sir.
So you are actually relating a more measurable property to get temperature. How many of you have heard about thermocouple? How many of you have heard about thermocouple?
No, sir.
Have you heard about Seebeck effect?
No, sir.
Thermoelectric effect?
Yes, sir.
So what happens when you have a junction of two materials joined at two junctions? Say I have this as one material, say this is one material, and say this is the second material. I have two wires. When they are joined, and say one is kept in ice and one say in fire, what will happen? And EMF will be generated.
सर हमने जंक्शन को रखा है, मतलब पहला जंक्शन है वो आइस में रखा है और दूसरा जंक्शन हमने फायर में रखा है.
हाँ, junction को. So what happens is, due to this temperature difference, EMF is generated, that is current starts flowing. And that magnitude of EMF is related to temperature. So as height was related to temperature in case of thermometer, EMF is related to temperature in case of thermocouple. So the basic
Sir,
philosophy is,
So even without the difference in the volt,
हाँ जी,
hello sir.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
So voltage का difference बिना भी इसमें EMF हो जाता है.
वोल्टेज क्या कह रहे हैं? वोल्टेज, हाँ जी. आप
सर एक बार फिर से समझा दीजिए थोड़ा ये.
मैं ये कह रहा हूं, जैसे आपके पास EMF का मतलब हुआ वोल्टेज आप मेजर कर पाओगे?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, वो मेजरेबल है आपके पास.
जी, सर.
ठीक है, तो एग्जांपल आप क्या करते हो बेसिकली, जैसे मान लीजिए आपने एक जंक्शन को आइस में रखा, ठीक है, और एक मान लीजिए यहां पे बॉइलिंग वाटर में है। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसके कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग कुछ ईएमएफ जनरेट होगा, कुछ वोल्टेज। तो मान लो, एग्जांपल बोल रहा हूं, वो मान लो 2.5 मिली वोल्ट जनरेट हुआ। तो कितना डेल्टा टी है इस केस में? 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस।
सर
हाँ जी।
सर हीट से वोल्टेज कैसे आ गई?
हीट से वोल्टेज मतलब?
सर आपने कहा कि
टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस से वोल्टेज कैसे आ गया सर, जब कोई करंट सोर्स नहीं या कुछ भी ऐसा?
तो आपने
generate कैसे
this
हुई?
question I would have answered in +2. You go back to your +2 books, you will see thermoelectric effect. That is when two junctions are at different temperature and EMF is generated. Why it is generated, you will get to know there. I'm not going to details of that. I'm presuming a minimum level of knowledge that you must have acquired in your +1, +2. So if you don't remember now, please go to your +1, +2 book. You will find out thermoelectric effect. That is, whenever two junctions are placed at different temperatures and EMF is generated. And reverse is also true. What is reverse? If you have two junctions and you start passing current here or apply voltage difference, then one junction will become cold and other junction will become hot. This is reverse of thermoelectric effect. So one is called Seebeck effect, other is called Peltier effect. So that I will not be covering here. If you want details, you can go back to your +1, +2 book. And clear hai?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is happening is, due to temperature difference, this voltage is generated, and you know that this temperature difference is 100 degrees Celsius. So what does that tell you? So you can actually say that 1 millivolt is equal to what? How many degree temperature?
Sir,
1 millivolt will be what?
100 upon 2.5.
40.
40.
सर 40 सर, 40 सर.
So अब आपको पता कैसे चला? मान लो आपने एक जंक्शन को आइस में रखा हुआ है और दूसरा जंक्शन एक ऐसे कंटेनर में रख दिया जिसका टेम्परेचर आपको अननोन है, and so the EMF is say 2 millivolt. So can you find out temperature of this?
Yes, sir.
कितना होगा?
Sir, 80 degree.
80 degree. You got it?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you measure temperature using a thermocouple. Any clear hai?
Yes, sir.
So we have seen measurement of temperature, mass, volume. It is simple. You can measure volume as well by noting the dimensions if it is a simple volume, or using integration, finding a volume integral if it is a complicated geometry. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What about density?
Sir, if you know mass and volume, you can find density also.
So if you know the mass and volume, you can find out density. So this is again an indirect measurement. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Now I'm coming to pressure measurement. I haven't talked about pressure yet. So this is a little bit more involved as compared to other measurements. So what do you mean by pressure first? From your elementary definition, you know force exerted per unit
Area.
area is pressure. Now if I have a solid, so this is a table and say a book is lying here. So say book mass is m and G is the gravitational, so this is the weight of the book. So what we, and say this area is A. So what should be the pressure of the book on the table? mg upon A. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now if it is a liquid, so I have liquid filled up till this place. I want to find out pressure at this point. What will be the pressure at this point?
Sir, P naught plus rho g h.
This is height h. So it will be
Atmospheric pressure
Plus
plus
rho g h.
rho gh.
P atmospheric plus
Rho gh.
rho gh. How can you measure this pressure?
सर
How
अगर
can you measure
डेंसिटी
this
पता है हम लोग को फ्लूइड की,
Can you apply certain kind of tube here? Say that is filled with some, say, mercury. So you know that normally, so the difference, and say you have something here as well. So the difference between the two heights will give you, say for instance, I have so I have two tubes here, one at the bottom and one at the top. That is, this is the periphery. So the difference between the two will give you this rho gh. Is that clear? Any doubts?
No, sir.
What about gas? So you might have seen something like this, a pressure gauge. This is also working on a similar principle as this in case of liquid. So your pressure will change with height. You will have different pressures at different heights. And this gauge will measure what? It will measure above atmospheric or only the gauge pressure? Hanji, will it measure the gauge pressure or atmospheric plus gauge pressure?
सर गेज प्रेशर.
Gauge pressure. So it will measure pressure over and above gauge, atmospheric. So this is the gauge pressure.
पी एटमॉस्फेरिक ये बोल रहे ना जिस एटमॉस्फेयर में ये कंटेनर रखा गया है.
ये कंटेनर रखा गया है. So please remember, these are measuring gauge pressures, not the absolute pressure. So absolute pressure means atmospheric plus gauge. And whenever you go to, say, for air filling of your vehicle, अगर आपको ध्यान हो आप बोलते हो कि 30 कर दो, 30 psi or 28 psi, if you have heard about these words. So those pressures are gauge pressures, not absolute pressures.
सर लेकिन अगर सर ये वैसल अगर ओपन है तो सर एटमॉस्फेयर का भी तो प्रेशर लगेगा सर इस पे. ऊपर से एयर भी तो सर प्रेशर लगाएगी ना सर इस पे वैसल पे.
हाँ, इस पे लगेगा, लेकिन जो ये गेज है ना, इसमें जो मैकेनिज्म है उस पे भी एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर लग रहा है, तो वो कैंसिल हो रहा है दोनों केस में. आप मेरी बात समझ रहे हो? मान लो यहां से ये इसको पुश कर रहा है ना, यहां से मान लो, तो ये इस हाइट की वजह से भी कर रहा है और एटमॉस्फेयर की वजह से भी कर रहा है, तो टोटल्स की वजह से कर रहा है यहाँ पे पुश.
यस सर.
अब जो ये आपके पास सुई है, इस पे एटमॉस्फेरिक तो लग ही रहा था, तो जो इसकी
Yes, sir.
डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगी वो किस वजह से होगी? सिर्फ
हाइट की वजह से।
हाँ, गेज
Sir,
प्रेशर की वजह से। क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
So this is what is gauge pressure and absolute pressure.
सर हर जगह अंदर स्टैटिक कंडीशंस क्यों लिखे हैं?
हाँ, स्टैटिक कंडीशंस है हर जगह। हाँ, अब क्या बोल रहे हैं?
हर जगह स्टैटिक कंडीशंस ही के अंदर क्यों हम लोग कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं सब कुछ?
Because for measuring in dynamic situation you will have certain different kind of instruments, because their concept of velocity also needs to be included. That's why I've written down here under static conditions. So when we come to fluid dynamics or kinematics, I will let you know how to take pressure measurements under those conditions. So this is for measuring pressure under a condition in which bulk fluid is under static condition. That is, the fluid itself is not moving. So that is what is the static measurement all about. Now, there's an important concept of thermodynamic pressure and mechanical pressure. So have you heard about these two terms, or you have only heard about pressure?
सर आपकी आवाज कट रही है।
सर आपकी सर।
हाँ जी, अब ऑडिबल हूँ?
यस सर, अब ठीक है।
So thermodynamic pressure and mechanical pressure. Now in case of solids, what is the mode of energy we have studied earlier? Vibrational only. What is the mode of energy in liquid and gases?
Vibrational and translational.
And rotational.
Yes, sir.
So now let me know, I am pointing out here. Say I have a container here. I start heating up the container which is containing water, or say this is containing air. So this is containing air, and I have started heating it up, and I have, say, a pressure measuring device here. Now when I heat, the molecules of atom can translate, can vibrate more, can rotate at a faster rate. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? But the force or the pressure that this instrument is measuring is actually manifested by the resultant force in this direction. Is that clear?
क्या सर? बीच में कट गई।
मैं ये कह रहा हूं, जो molecules हैं, they are having all these three modes of energy.
Yes, sir.
But when you want to measure pressure, the pressure device only takes in this translational energy. आप मेरी बात समझ रहे हैं?
जी सर।
यस सर, यस सर।
समझ गया सर। मतलब वो रोटेशन और वाइब्रेशन नहीं ले रहा है पिन, खाली वो ट्रांसलेशन ले रहा है।
नहीं, ट्रांसलेशन तो ले रहा है। जैसे मान लीजिए ये एक रूम है, रूम में बहुत सारे लोग हैं, ठीक है? यहां पे सिर्फ एक ही दरवाजा है, ठीक है? और यहां पे ये दरवाजा बंद है। यानी क्लियर है?
यस सर।
बहुत सारे लोग घूम रहे हुए होंगे अपने एक्सिस के अबाउट, बहुत वाइब्रेट कर रहे होंगे, मतलब इधर उधर जा रहे होंगे, कुछ ट्रांसलेट कर रहे होंगे। दरवाजा तोड़ने में कौन सी एनर्जी एक्चुअल में काम आएगी?
सर ट्रांसलेशनल।
जो फाइनल एनर्जी इस डायरेक्शन में हुई। हाँ जी, क्लियर है?
यस सर।
So this pressure measured by this device is called mechanical pressure. that is force exerted in this direction per unit area. This is called mechanical pressure. That is when all forms of energy, they manifest themselves in the translational motion, then that is called, that pressure measurement is called mechanical pressure. And this force per unit area in case of molecules is called thermodynamic pressure.
सर थर्मोडायनामिक मतलब दोबारा बताना सर एक बार.
Thermodynamic pressure means force exerted in any direction which may be due to translation, rotation, vibration per unit area. That is thermodynamic pressure. But if I take a surface here and try to see what is the net force perpendicular to the surface, that is called mechanical pressure. So under normal circumstances, thermodynamic pressure is equal to mechanical pressure. Can you think about a situation in which two are not equal? Can you think about a situation when two are not equal? Hanji. Anyone? Any doubts in thermodynamic and mechanical pressure?
So why are they equal in the first place?
In the first case,
Can you
because,
please-
for instance, you have started heating up the air here. In few seconds, the entire energy will reach this place because molecules are moving here and there. And finally, this change in energy will be manifested by increased pressure. So this entire energy, which was originally rotational, vibrational, and translational, has somehow got converted into translational. And that is being measured by this pressure gauge.
Right, sir.
सर ट्रांस वाइब्रेशनल ट्रांसलेशन में कैसे कन्वर्ट हो गया सर ये?
हाँ जी,
सर वाइब्रेशनल एनर्जी से ट्रांसलेशनल एनर्जी में कैसे कन्वर्ट होगी?
जैसे अब ये था, मान लीजिए एग्जांपल, यहाँ पे ऐसे मॉलिक्यूल्स थे बहुत सारे, ये वाइब्रेट कर रहा था ऐसे, ठीक है, ये ऐसे वाइब्रेट कर रहा था, ऐसे वाइब्रेट कर रहा था, ये वाइब्रेट करके इस पे हुई एनर्जी,
हाँ
ये कहीं हुआ, तो फाइनली एंड में हुआ क्या, एक नेट फोर्स यहाँ पे आ गई,
यस सर.
और जो उसको मेजर कर रहे हो पर यूनिट एरिया, दैट इज मैकेनिकल प्रेशर.
सर मैकेनिकल प्रेशर मतलब केवल ट्रांसलेशनल एनर्जी के मतलब हो रहा है, मतलब केवल ट्रांसलेशन एनर्जी जो प्रेशर लगा रही है
नहीं नहीं,
गॉज.
सारी लगा रहे हैं, वो फाइनली कन्वर्ट ट्रांसलेशन में हो रही है.
अच्छा ठीक है.
तो आप उसको मेजर कर रहे हो, क्योंकि आप इनको तो मेजर नहीं कर सकते इंडिविजुअली.
ठीक है सर.
आप
मतलब
समझ
सारी
रहे हो?
मतलब यस सर. और सर जो थर्मोडायनामिक वाली प्रेशर है सर, उसमें मतलब कि उसमें फिर क्या डिफरेंस क्या है फिर थर्मोडायनामिक
थर्मोडायनामिक प्रेशर में क्या होगा, देखो अब मैं एग्जांपल में आपको एग्जांपल से पता चलेगा. मान लो अब मैंने एकदम से इसको गर्म किया, मान लो
हाँ,
अभी गर्म किया, एक सेकंड बाद इसको बिल्कुल फ्रिज के अंदर रख दिया, ठीक है.
ठीक है सर.
तो अब क्या हुआ,
ठीक है.
यहां पे जो चेंज हुआ था पहले हीटिंग की वजह से, वो यहां तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाया.
ठीक है सर.
तो इंस्टेंटेनियसली मैकेनिकल प्रेशर और थर्मोडायनामिक प्रेशर क्या हो गए, अनइक्वल, क्योंकि मेरा
Yes,
जो
sir.
डिस्टर्बेंस है इज फास्टर देन इक्विलिब्रेशन स्पीड. क्योंकि जब भी मैं कोई यहां पे हीटिंग करता हूं या कूलिंग करता हूं, दैट मैसेज गेट्स ट्रांसफर्ड and the system equilibrates to that new condition. And clear है? But
Yes sir.
if I don't provide sufficient time to reach equilibrium, what can happen? यहाँ मैं पहले आग लगा रहा हूं, फिर उसके बाद बर्फ लेके आ रहा हूं, बहुत जल्दी जल्दी कर रहा हूं, तो इसको शायद मिस हो जाए इससे.
Yes, sir.
So in that case, mechanical and thermodynamic pressure will be unequal to each other.
Okay, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
When the time scale of disturbance is faster than the equilibrating scale, time scale, then these are unequal. When
Sir,
equilibrating
can you
time
repeat the
scale
last
is,
line you said?
Hanji?
Sir, can you just repeat the last line you said?
When the disturbing time scale is faster than the equilibrating time scale, that is, say your disturbing scale is say 10 minus 2 seconds, and equilibrium is reached in say 10 seconds. So your disturbance is faster than the equilibrium rate. In this condition, thermodynamic pressure and mechanical pressure will be unequal. But if equilibrating pressure is say 10 seconds and your disturbance scale is say 20 seconds, then they will be equal to each other, because by the time the disturbance has already moved to the location where the pressure was to be measured. Any doubts?
No, sir.
अगर आप ये जो आप रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं सर, आप ये डाल देंगे LMS पे रिकॉर्डिंग भी उसकी?
ये रिकॉर्डिंग डाल दूंगा, मुझे कोई इशू नहीं है. सो आई डोंट हैव रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ द फर्स्ट लेक्चर, बट सेकंड एंड दिस लेक्चर आई हैव.
सर खाली इसकी डाल दो सर, आप बस खाली जो आपने आज पढ़ाया सर ये वाला.
ठीक है. सो दिस इज द टेबल.
Sir,
हाँ जी.
sir, is there any real life example where we take into consideration thermodynamic and mechanical pressures?
Yes, there are conditions. For instance, say a balloon or a bubble is expanding and contracting at very fast rate. You cannot measure its mechanical pressure. Whatever you measure the mechanical pressure, that will not be equal to thermodynamic pressure. The practical example यही हो सकते हैं जो आप बोल रहा हूं मैं आपको. मान लो एग्जांपल क्या है. एग्जांपल, say I have this container. I have kept few weights on this container, and if I suddenly remove these plates and then suddenly keep them back, that disturbance might not be captured by this pressure gauge, and that is the instant when mechanical pressure will not be equal to thermodynamic pressure. And is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I will ask each one of you to go back home and fill this table. While you will fill this table, you will get more clarity of what you have learned today. I'm keeping the screen still here. You can quickly note it down in next 1 minute. Then I will break for today.